Hello students, welcome again to the video series of satellite communication. This is lecture number 2. In this lecture, we will discuss the orbit elements and orbit equation of the satellite. These are the outlines of the video lecture: semi-major axis, eccentricity, mean, anomaly, argument of Perecci, inclination, right ascensions, ascending node, and in last orbit equation. Now, semi-major axis. The length of the semi-major axis define the size of satellite. Okay. It is half of the major axis. We measure this semi-major axis from here to that point. So the length of the semi-major axis define the size of satellite orbit, and it is the half of major axis. Okay, this is the major axis completely from this point to this point, and this is the half of this major axis. Okay, so it is the half of the major axis. This run from the center. This run from the center through a focus to the edge of the ellipse. This is the ellipse actually. Okay, this is the ellipse completely. So it is the radius of an orbit at the orbit's two most distance point. Okay, this is the farthest point, or this is the here at that point, this is the minimum distance point. Okay, both semi-major axis and semi-minor axis are presented in above figure. You can see in this figure, this is the major axis and this is the major axis. Okay, both axes are shown in this figure. Length of the semi-major axis is represented by A. This is represented by A, and the length of minor axis is represented by B. Okay, if circular orbit is considered as a special case, if you can see, if it is a circular orbit, then both axes, major axis and minor axis, both the radius of both minor axis or major axis are same in this case. Okay, now eccentricity. The value of eccentricity fix the shape of satellite orbit. Okay, eccentricity tells about the shape or behavior of the orbit. This parameter indicate the deviation of orbit shape from the perfect circle. You can see in the figure there are many orbits are shown in this figure. If the length of semi-major axis and semi-minor axis of an elliptical orbit are A and B, then the mathematical expression is given is E is equal to under root A square minus B square upon A, where A, what is the A? A is the half of major axis and B is the half of minor axis. By using this formula, we can calculate the eccentricity. The value of eccentricity of a circular orbit is 0. Okay, in the case of circular orbit, this is the circular orbit where A and B both are same. This is the A and this is the B. If A is equal to B, if A is equal to B, then we put the in this formula, then what is the value of E? E is equal to 0. Since both A and B are equal, whereas the value of eccentricity of an elliptical orbit lies between 0 and 1. If we consider a elliptical shape of an orbit, the eccentricity lie between 0 and 1. The maximum value of eccentricity is 1 and minimum is 0 for circular shape. The following figure shows the various satellite orbit for different eccentricity. You can see. Okay, this is the circular orbit. First is the circular orbit where E is equal to 0, and other are elliptical orbits where eccentricity values are different. In the above figure, the satellite orbit corresponding to eccentricity value of 0 is circular orbit, and the remaining 3 satellites orbit are elliptical, corresponding the eccentricity value of E is equal to 0.5, E is equal to 0.75, and E is equal to 0.9. It is clear? Good. Now, mean, anomaly value, argument of perigee, and inclination. Okay. For a satellite, the point which is closest from the Earth is known as perigee. Okay. There are 2 points. First point when satellite is close to the Earth, and another is when satellite is far from the Earth. Okay. So the point which is closest from the Earth is known as perigee. Okay. So you can see in this figure here. See in this figure. This is the perigee point. Okay. You see. This is the perigee. This is the closest point, and this point is apogee. This is called apogee, farthest point. Okay, from the Earth. Mean anomaly, it is denoted by M actually, gives the average value of the angular position of the satellite with reference to perigee. Okay, it is clear? Mean anomaly gives the average value of the angular position of the satellite with reference to perigee. Okay. If the orbit is circular, then mean anomaly gives the angular position of the satellite in the orbit. But if orbit is elliptical, then calculation of exact position is very difficult. At that time, mean anomaly is used as an intermediate steps. Okay. Now, argument of perigee. Satellite orbit cuts the equatorial plane at 2 points. You can see in this figure. This is the equatorial plane. Wait, this is the equatorial plane. It cuts at 2 points. Satellite orbit cuts the equatorial plane at 2 points. First point is called descending node. First point is called descending node, where the satellite passes from the northern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere. Second point is called as ascending node, where the satellite passes from the southern hemisphere to the northern hemisphere. Okay. Now the inclination. Inclination is the angle of the Earth orbit plane in which satellite moves around the Earth. This is called the orbital plane. You can see. And second one is the inclination. This is the equatorial plane. So the angle between the orbital plane and equatorial plane, it's called actually inclination. So there are 4 types of orbit based on the angle of inclination. Equatorial orbit, it is angle of inclination is either 0 degree or 180 degree. You can see in this figure. Okay. Polar orbit, angle of inclination is 90 degree. If inclination angle is 90 degree, that means this is the polar orbit. You can see this is the Earth. These are the pole. This is the North Pole. This is the South Pole. This is the equatorial plane. So what is the inclination angle at 90 degree? This is this one, this plane. So this plane where inclination is 90 degree, then this plane is called, or this orbit is called polar orbit. Okay. Now progrades orbit, where angle of inclination lies between 0 and 90 degree. If inclination angle is between 0 and 90 degree, then this type of orbit of satellite is called prograde orbit. Okay. Now next orbit is called retrograde orbit. If the angle of inclination lies between 90 degree and 180 degree, okay, then that orbit of satellite is called retrograde orbit. So different type of orbits are there, and the definition of these orbits is according to the angle, inclination angle. And what is the inclination angle? Inclination angle is the angle between equatorial plane and orbital plane. Now the orbit equation, this is very important. Okay. In this section, let us discuss about the equation which are related to orbit motion. Okay. Force acting on satellite. Now first we discuss about the force which are applied on the satellite. Okay. A satellite, when it revolves around the earth, it undergoes a pulling force from the earth due to the earth's gravitational force. This force is known as centripetal force, and it is denoted by F1. Because of this force tends the satellite towards it. Okay. So mathematically, if we see mathematically, the centrifugal force F1 acting on the satellite due to the earth can be written as F1 is equal to G m, capital M, small m upon r square, where G, what is the G? G is the universal gravitational constant and its value is 6.673 into 10 की power minus 11. You can see capital M is the mass of the earth and it is equal to 5.98 into 10 की power 24 kilogram. Small m is the mass of satellite, and the capital R is denoted as the distance from the satellite to the center of the earth. Now a satellite, when it revolves around the earth, it undergoes a pulling force from the sun and the moon due to their gravitational force. This force is known as centrifugal force. Okay, here this centrifugal force denoted by F2 in this slide, because this force tends the satellite away from the earth. You can see mathematically the centrifugal force F2 acting on the satellite can be written as F2 is equal to mv square upon r, where v is the orbital velocity of the satellite. So now for stability or for a stable orbit of the satellite, then these two forces, centripetal force and centrifugal force, both should be same. So equate centrifugal force and centrifugal force F1 is equal to F2. So Gm m upon r square is equal to mv square upon r. You can see in the slide. So from here Gm upon r is equal to v square. We cut the 1 r by this here. This r is cut by this one, and small m is cut from both sides. So we get v square upon Gm upon r. Then so in last v is equal to under root Gm upon r. This is the formula to calculate the velocity of the satellite. Orbital velocity of satellite is the velocity at which the satellite revolves around the Earth. Satellite does not deviate from its orbit and moves with certain velocity in the orbit when both centripetal and centrifugal force are balanced to each other. Okay, so the orbit velocity mainly depends on the distance from the satellite to center of the Earth, since G and M both are constant. So see, here V is equal to under root Gm upon R. So V directly proportional to the under root 1 upon R, because G is the gravitational constant, it is constant, and its value is 6.673 to 10 to the power minus 11. Similarly, M is also constant, its value is 5.98 to 10 to the power 24. So the velocity of the satellite is directly inversely proportional to the distance of satellite from the Earth center. Okay, thanks.